Hey, how's it going? My name is Vashthalas if you don't already know. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I'm going to go ahead and dive on into the update for Bob the Facebreaker Necromancer. That's Animated Guardian of Smiting Necromancer. And the video is going to be in two parts. First part is going to be me going over Bob's gear, what I've updated about it now that I am in the Blood Aqueducts. I'm level 68 and Bob can equip, what's that? Level 82 gear. So some things are different now that we're higher level. And I would also like to update you on some of the quality of life choices I have changed. So let's go ahead and go over that gear for Bob. First, his helmet is Abyssus. Next, his chest piece is Gruthkul's pelt still. The shield is now Great Old One's Ward. That one gives attack speed and flat physical, which works really well with the gloves, which of course face breakers. The boots are now Red Blade Banner, or sorry, not Red Blade Banner, Red Blade Trampler. I think the banner is the shield. Red Blade Tramplers, as a very helpful comment pointed out in the last video, that the flat lightning damage from Wake of Destruction is not really as useful with Facebreakers because Facebreakers only affects physical damage. So if we already have physical damage and then transform it to lightning damage, that's really good. But if we just add lightning damage, it's not really as effective with our item choice. So thank you very much to that commenter. Thank you, thank you. You have no idea how helpful that was. But here's the thing. Wake of Destruction is still the lowest level item that Bob can equip with that amount of flat damage at all. So as soon as you can, get rid of Wake of Destruction for some Red Blade Tramplers. And all around, I would say Red Blade Tramplers are kind of better. They give you flat physical, they give you more movement speed on Bob, they give him some fire resistance, and they give him more armor. So, oh yeah, they also give him the immunity to Burning Ground, which could come into play later on when you're fighting Pinnacle bosses, but we're not there yet. Still, asterisk, this is an experiment. This isn't meant to convince you that this is an in-game build. This is something I'm having fun with, and I hope that you'll join me in this experiment because there's quite a few items that would be worth exploring on Bob. So, now that you are aware of Bob's gear and the changes that I made, let's go over some of the quality of life changes. I am not using Signal Prey anymore. I replaced it with Feeding Frenzy, as making Bob aggressive instead of just telling him what to do is way better. Here's the thing, right? Like, imagine this. You're fighting a monster and there's a rare in the pack. You signal prey on the rare, but Bob can't reach it because Bob's strike range is so low. It's abysmally low. It's so low, in fact, that a single skeleton monster is wide enough for him to be unable to reach past and strike that rare, which may be immediately behind it. So that creates a lot of friction. It creates a lot of awkward moments where you, the player, are just waiting around patiently sometimes, and maybe not so patiently other times, and it'll result in your death. It'll result in you maybe shouting an expletive or two or laughing about it. There's a whole gamut of emotion to explore there, but that being said, to spare your sanity, just replace replace Predator Support with Feeding Frenzy until you can get a wand where minions are aggressive. I have some super in-depth plans for the wand that I want to use with a Squire near the end game, but we're not there yet. So I won't really burden you with that kind of information. This is just to give you a quick update. And then we also put in Corpse Walker. This is another part of the quality of life change. I have a lot of buttons to press, and sometimes I want my buff without having to use an Arcanist brand. That's a popular thing that people do, is they'll use Arcanist brand with Desecrate, their offering of choice, and then the Curse, and they'll really save it for single target situations. That's something that I could do, I guess, but right now I just kind of want to maximize comfort. I don't really want any clunkiness, especially because with Bob's behavior, getting in range to cast my brand isn't always comfortable, at least not yet. So keep that food for thought in mind, and that's really why I've included Corpse Walker. I think that about updates you on everything. Just to be doubly sure, I'm using physical to lightning support again. And that's because now that I've realized how powerful flat physical damage is in tandem with those face breakers on Bob, this is a much more appealing support gem in place of added lightning damage. Because if you remember, added lightning damage, while good, is not going to be transformed by face breakers by that lovely 800% more modifier. And physical to lightning lets me gain physical as extra lightning. So kind of two birds with one stone on that one. So I would recommend this now. If you're doing what I'm doing. If you're doing any of the other weird variations of Bob, you're probably going to have to make your own guesses as to what would be the optimal decision. But who's to say I don't end up exploring those either? I'm not sure if I mentioned it yet, but I'm on the cusp of level 70, which means I'm almost able to use Chains of Command, and that'll be a whole heck of a lot of fun to see what works and what doesn't. But let's go ahead and show you what it looks like again. Now that he's aggressive, we don't really have to tell him what to do. He's just always looking for a fight, and that feels great. He attacks fast enough that Feeding Frenzy is always active. It gives him more damage, attack speed, and movement speed, which are all things that we enjoy. And that is the gameplay. I really just run around. I buff him with a Link skill sometimes. I cast my other critical strike ability. And that's another thing. We can give him a lot of critical strike. I'm defensively bankrupt. Don't look at my health. We give him a lot of critical strike chance and multiplier through our skills of choice, which would be Assassin's Mark, Spirit Offering, and then Destructive Link. That was a lot of corrupted blood. Now the thing about Link skills is they're also a little clunky. I wish that you did not have to face the target whenever you're casting it. I'll try and show you what I mean. So right now Bob's up there, right? He's not linked. I'm waiting for him to die. So if I face away from Bob, Bob, stay over there. I'm pressing T right now. I don't know if you can hear it. But now that he's in front of me, it'll press it. So I don't know why that is. I wish it weren't. But it's not bad enough that I'm going to stop playing the build. I just wish it weren't that way because I think it's kind of like arbitrary at best to say like, oh yeah, you have to be facing the direction of the minion whenever it's your cursor that's really dictating the target. So I don't know. I don't know. Just a little tidbit of a criticism there. But it's been fun. It's driven me crazy a couple of times. But overall, I would say this is a lot of fun. And I am still excited to keep experimenting and see where it goes, because this is one of the weirder ones I've been interested in. So let's see where it goes, shall we? Thanks for tuning in. You guys are absolutely fantastic. If you like and subscribe or comment, whatever you can spare, you have no idea how much it helps. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Stay safe and have fun.